Today's video shows how a traffic stop is supposed to be conducted professionally by an officer of the year. This story comes from America. This is LeVar Jones. He was driving with no seatbelt, and he just got pulled over by South Carolina Highway Patrol Officer Sean Gruber. Officer Gruber asked for Jones' driver license, and when LeVar tries to give it, Officer Gruber shockingly pulls out his gun and starts shooting Jones for no apparent reason.
Can I see your license, please? Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Even though all of the bullets that were shot were unjustified, the last one in particular was the most egregious because Jones had his arms completely raised upwards.
I just got my license. You think you're my license? I got the license right there. That's my license right there.
Put your hands behind your back. 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 Put your hands behind your back.
What did I do, son?
Even after shooting a completely innocent man, he still handcuffed Jones for his safety.
Are you hit?
I think so. I can't feel my leg. I don't know what happened. I just grabbed my leg.
Richland 866, I need a 1052.
Why did you shoot me?
Well, you dove head first back into your car.
I'm sorry.
Then you jump back out. I'm telling you, get out of your car.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear 2 words, son.
Hold on a sec.
My license is right here on the ground. I didn't hear it.
Richland 866. Shots fired on 1038. I need a 1052 out here. Broad River at the Shell station here, St. Andrews.
Why were you pulling me over? I just pulled
You
it.
seatbelt violation, sir.
I just pulled it off right there at the corner to pull in the gas station.
Well, I got help come to you, okay? I got help come to you.
Someone call my mom. Please,
South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, which acts as a kind of investigative body at the state level, stated that Gruber, quote, did without justification unlawfully shoot LeVar Jones. Gruber, who has been fired, was arrested and charged with assault and battery of a high and aggravated nature, a felony which carries a maximum of 20 years in prison. He pleaded not guilty and, according to his attorney, was justified in shooting Jones because the trooper feared for his life and the safety of others. South Carolina Department of Public Safety has now released another version of the dashcam video. It's almost an hour long, and in it, there's a fascinating moment in which Gruber tells what appears to be his supervisor his own version of what happened immediately after the shooting. And the account seems to be in stark contrast to what was actually recorded by the dashcam. Take a listen.
Pulled him over for seatbelt violation. Before I could even get out of my car, he jumped out, stared at me, and as I jumped out of my car and identified myself as I approached him, he jumped head first back into his car. I started retracting back towards the rear of his vehicle, telling him, look, get out of the car, let me see your hands. He jumped out of the car. I saw something black in his hand, and I ran to the other side of the car yelling at him, and he kept coming towards me. Apparently it was his wallet.
Now, that is not, well, what appears to happen, at least in some important details in that tape.
Keep in mind, this is not Officer Gruber's first time shooting while in uniform. His department previously gave him a Medal of Valor for an incident in which he and another trooper shot and injured a man who had shot at them in 2012. Is there a body camera available for that incident to verify that story? On March of 2016, Sean Gruber pled guilty to a charge of assault and battery of a high and aggravated nature. Former Officer Sean Gruber was sentenced to 12 years in prison, but he only has to serve 5 years because the rest was suspended, and 3 years of probation. I was reading the comment section throughout my research, and this comment stood out. It says, in initial statements to investigators, Gruber said he fired because he feared for his life. Dashcam video showed Jones being polite, complying with the trooper's request. Without video or dashcams, they would have been giving him another medal and the victim would be on trial for threats against a police officer. How accurate do you guys think that is? The victim, LeVar Jones, filed a lawsuit and subsequently settled with South Carolina Department of Public Safety for a whopping $285,000. What? Considering the severity of this case and the egregiousness of Gruber's actions, you might be wondering why LeVar Jones did not get $10 million. Well, that has to do with the state law only allowing victims of police officers to get a maximum of $300,000 and nothing more. So the shooting itself is not the only injustice here, I guess. That's my opinion. Speaking about the victim, here is some words by LeVar Jones about how he felt at the time of the incident.
Everything happened within 8 seconds. You have a guy going from standing up there, getting out of his car, going in the store, to being on the ground bleeding and trying to figure out what's going on, trying to figure out if it's even real. I don't remember none of it. I don't remember the sounds. I don't remember. I remember him pointing a gun at me, but it was after I was out of the vehicle looking at him when he was standing like, that's it. I don't remember nothing from, okay, ID. I remember turning to get my ID. Next thing I know, I had my hands up in the air. A lot of stuff is going through my head. I'm thinking about my family. I'm thinking about all kinds of stuff. I'm starting to feel wetness go down my leg. Like, wait, what the heck is all going? A lot of stuff is going on. And all that happened so quick. Within the shots, all that happened. A lot of the stuff that sits in my head is more of the emotional parts that folks encountered. I try to let go of everything else, but I do hold that, a lot of people as my family, church members, friends, they were affected a lot. I've never seen my mom balled up crying in the bed. I've never had my homeboys calling me and you can tell that in their voice they've been crying that day because they don't know what's been happening, So a lot of that sits with me real heavy. My whole standard of living changed. I no longer can live on Broad River because I'm noticeable. Everything changes. Everything changes. I don't understand how people expect me to be in a position now after this situation where I'm still living a $35,000 a year lifestyle. I can't, no, it's not even possible to do. I couldn't live in the same apartment. I never received my vehicle back. I'm finding it very difficult just to live a normal life. I have horrible sleeping habits. My eating habits aren't that great. A lot of my relationships have been ruined, personal relationships and family relationships. Just around the board, I really feel like this situation has harmed me a lot more than maybe you could see on the surface.